I'm Carmen, and these are my group members, Kengwei and Laura. We are from Group A. Now, I would like to discuss about question 1. First, hospital services is the primary activity of Raffles Medical Group. It provides specialized medical services, operation of hospital, business of medical laboratory and imaging center. According to the annual report of 2015 and 2016 revenue contribution by segment, hospital services have 61% and 56% of the revenue, which means that it is already exceed half of the revenue contribution. Although the ratio had become lower, but the revenue of hospital services division has increased by 6.3%. It grew from $268.4 million to $285.3 million in these 2 years. Next, let me briefly discuss about the earnings per share of the financial performance. The basic earnings per share in 2015 is $4,050 and in 2016 is $4,040. The calculation was based on the profit attributable to ordinary shareholders and a weighted average number of ordinary shares outstanding. On May 11, 2016, the company proposed share split of every one existing share held by shareholders into 3 shares in the capital of the company. Hence, the diluted earnings per share in 2015 is $4,010. However, in 2016 is $4,000. There is an adjustment for the effect of all dilutive potential ordinary shares. Therefore, it has slightly difference between 2015 and 2016. It is well known that Raffles Medical Group doing well in their social performance. They take different ways to gain stakeholders' interest with human resource, education, charity, and so on. But in financial year 2016, the company pledged a donation of $1 million to the National Kidney Foundation as a part of the group's 40th anniversary. And they also started a 1-year collaboration called Memories Cafe to support the Alzheimer's Disease Association. Therefore, the financial expenses in 2016 is much higher than 2015. That's all for my part. Now, Kengwei will answer the next question. Thank you.
Thank you, Xiaomi, for sharing. My name is Kengwei. Now I'll be talking about my part, which is question 2, the part on profit and loss, and as well as the total comprehensive income for the financial year ending 2015, as well as for the financial year ending 2016. So let me start off with the year ending 2015. In the year ending 2015, the revenue made by the company is $410.535 million. Other operating income is $3.717 million. There's actually expenses incurred throughout the year. Expenses such as inventories and consumable use, purchases, contracted services, staff costs, depreciation of property, plant and equipment, amortization of intangible assets, operating lease expenses, as well as tax expenses. So the profit after all the deduction of all the expenses is $69.031 million for the financial year ending 2015. So let me go on with the financial year ending 2016. In the financial year ending 2016, the revenue of the company is $473.068 million. This is actually higher than the revenue made in 2015. Operating income is $3.529 million for the financial year ending 2016. There's also all the expenses incurred throughout the year. Expenses like inventories and consumable use, purchases, contracted services, staff costs, depreciation of property, plant and equipment, amortization of intangible assets, operating lease expenses, as well as the tax expense. So the profit made in 2016 after all the deduction of all the expense is $67.946 million. In the year ending 2016, the revenue is actually higher than the revenue made in 2015. However, the profit for the year that's made in the year ending 2016 is actually lower than the profit made in 2015. The reason why is because the expenses that is actually incurred during the year 2016 is actually higher than the expenses in 2015. There's also a foreign currency translation differences, and the differences is about $4 million in the year 2016. This is really quite high. So, and this is the explanation that I have for the reason of the differences in the year 2015 as well as for the year 2016. So now I'll pass on my part to Laura to finish off her part. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kenway, for sharing. My name is Laura. So now we're talking about my part, question 5, about consider the items included in the property, plant, and equipment. I will explain whether these items are measured according to cost or fair value in the report. Based on the annual report of the Raffles Medical Group, the PPE items have divided into two different measurement groups. First type of the measurement group is cost model, which is included the medical equipment, machinery, motor vehicle, and most of the fixed assets. The second type of measurement is revaluation model, which is included leasehold land and building reclassified to investment properties. And I will also explain some reasons that support my answer, which cost model or revaluation model is to be preferred to provide a true and fair representation of the company assets. Before we answer this question, we have to identify the nature of the asset and the business operation of the Raffles Medical Group. As we know that the Raffles Medical Group is a company that known as a hospital that provide medical treatment for the patient. Medical treatment is the main business. Therefore, medical instrument and equipment is used by the Raffles Medical Group to generate its profit. It means that Raffles Medical Group does not focus on liquidating the business. So, they are using the cost model to value most of the PPE like the medical equipment, machinery, motor vehicle, and most of the fixed assets that may present more true or fair view to user of financial position in this case. On the other hand, as a source standard for the AASB 116, American Accounting Standard Board 116, the frequency of the revaluation depends on the revaluation of the changes in the fair value of fixed assets. Since the medical instrument and equipment may be obsolete in a short time period because of fast technology changes, this means that Raffles Medical Group is necessary to periodically reevaluate this kind of assets at least once a year. Due to the high cost of the assessing assets, this figure may be a problem. This may be the reason why Raffles Medical does not use the revaluation model for the PPE, which are related to the medical instrument and equipment. However, for the leasehold land and building reclassified to investment properties, the lease payment is usually depending on the fair value of the leasehold land. Therefore, it may be the reason why Raffles Medical Group is using revaluation to value this kind of assets. To conclude, as we discussed above about the Raffles Medical Group annual report, they are using both methods to value the corresponding PPE, and in this case, both of the value methods providing the true and fair representation of the Raffles Medical Group's assets. Thank you.